The global space is standing today in observance of International Literacy Day, reminding us of the importance of being able to read and write. Of course, many countries across the world apply the right to education for all, which brings with it individual empowerment and the expansion of one's capabilities. Well, a major aspect of developing literacy skills is ensuring children are part of a formal education system. So today, we look at how the Dispute Resolution Foundation is working to keep some students at risk of suspension in school and how parents are responding to the program. We've packed a lot in this half hour, so don't move a muscle. And as always, welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry. Here's your bit of daily news to kick things off.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, September 8. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica intends to deepen relations with the African continent by tapping into several available opportunities.
There are indeed real prospects for exchanges in sports, culture, education, tourism, and commerce between our regions to improve economic benefits and enhance people-to-people connections. This would narrow the geospatial and psychological separation, reclaim our historical connections, and celebrate ourselves as members of the African diaspora.
Mr. Holness was addressing the inaugural Africa CARICOM virtual summit on Tuesday. The meeting was held under the theme Unity Across Continents and Oceans, Opportunities for Developing Integration. The Prime Minister says the historic conference was a fulfillment of the dream of Pan-Africanists such as national hero Marcus Garvey. As such, he says a unified effort must be made to unleash the full potential of the African continent and diaspora in the CARICOM region. The National Water Commission, NWC, says work is well advanced to complete two major wastewater treatment plants in St. Catherine in short order. Phase 1 of the rehabilitation and upgrading project being carried out in Greater Portmore is on schedule for completion this month. It is being done at a cost of $670 million. President of the NWC, Mark Barnett, says the improved facility will increase revenue as new customers come on board.
Reduce environmental footprint, operational improvement for sure, and of course, provide better service and improve our public image amongst the people within Greater Portmore.
The scope of work includes upgrading the pumping station, rehabilitating the ponds, and constructing new reed beds. Meanwhile, work on the plant in Eltham Park is expected to be completed in November 2021.
We have embarked on another $500 million budget to improve that facility and ensure that the treatment effluent meets the regulation. Again, that work is about 2 months to complete, and we expect on completion we would meet all the regulatory requirements.
Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Floyd Green says government is prioritizing Jamaica's food systems to ensure food security.
We are serious at the ministry that we reshape our food systems to make them more sustainable, more equitable, more inclusive, especially for youth and women, more resilient against environmental challenges, more efficient in developing value chains, which can maximize the returns to our rural families and truly transform rural communities.
Minister Green was addressing Tuesday's opening ceremony for the virtual workshop on catalyzing the sustainable and inclusive transformation of food systems in Jamaica. The island is currently carrying out an assessment of its food system, which started in mid-July 2021. It's being done through a collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, the European Union, and the French Agriculture Research Center for Development. The Agro-Investment Corporation, Agro-Invest, is seeking interested persons to take up more than 1,000 acres of land at Tollgate in Clarendon. The lands have been reserved for a mango agro park. Marketing and Communications Manager at Agro-Invest, Alicia Brown-Forbes, says so far there have been 16 solid applications and more investors are being sought.
What persons can lease is 50 acre plus. That's what we're offering. And if we see where persons are financially capable to manage more than 50 acres, then they can get more than 50 acres to lease. business development department that will offer business planning and business counseling services. We're offering technical support and advice, local and international food safety certification. There will be access to approved hot water treatment facilities to manage the risk of food flies because the food flies are subject to mango exploitation.
Suitable locations for commercial mango production in Jamaica are in the parishes of St. Catherine, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, and St. Thomas. Interested persons may visit agroinvest.gov.jm or call 876-923-0086. And finally, Jamaica's country pavilion at World Expo 2020 Dubai has been named one of the coolest out of 191 participating countries. The designation was given by ITP Media Group's subsidiary Time Out Dubai, which highlighted 13 standout pavilions. During a recent interview with JIS News, Commissioner General of Section Jamaica Pavilion, S.E. Gardner, says this recognition is impressive as this is Jamaica's first time participating in the expo with its own pavilion.
I'm very thrilled that Jamaica was selected in this and presented in this article. We have been trying to make sure that even though Jamaica is a small island state, so to speak, that our voice is heard loud and clear across the world. The genesis of the pavilion is that Jamaica moves the world and connects the world.
World Expo provides an international stage for countries to engage in cultural diplomacy, interact with the host country, other participants, potential tourists, trade partners, and investors. The event, which was scheduled for October 20, 2020 to April 10, 2021, has been postponed to October 1, 2021 to March 31, 2022. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
We work to make communities safer by essentially looking at the structures in the community that contribute greatest to social capital building. Try to reinforce, build, and establish those structures in a way that the community can sustain their own safety and own their own peace. When we say, for instance, we're doing a zinc fence removal program, what we're really doing is improving the line of sight. If you're on the street and you can see better what is behind the fences, then as you walk along the street or children play on etc., you're able to contribute to crime prevention. We believe in terms of our mandate and our responsibility that by making communities safer, we can make Jamaica safer.
Did you know that there's a program available to assist students who have been suspended from school or are at risk of suspension? The School Suspension Intervention Program is changing lives and making a positive impact for an even better Jamaica, starting with those who are our future. Here's more.
Our journey unfolds in different ways, different paths trodden by the unique whirls and ridges of our footprints. For some, that journey will never make contact with the wrong side, while for others, conflict will become a reality, even as a child. That's where the Dispute Resolution Foundation's School Suspension Intervention Program, SSIP, comes in, making help available for both children and parents.
The Dispute Resolution Foundation provides a safe space for children where they can freely express themselves. So here they are not judged or cursed or bashed or any such thing. So that makes it easier for us to find the underlying issues that need addressing.
So the School Suspension Intervention Program emerged in 2006 as a result of the growing surge of crime and violence in the Spanish Town community to support education officers or educators and persons who work with young people. And the service we provide is a rehabilitative program for students who are at a risk of suspension, those who have been suspended, and others who are just in need of a suspension. That's our main focus here in the SSIP. First of all, we have to have a referral. The referral may come from educational institutions. It may also come from, let us say, the family court or CPFSA. Once we receive that referral, we engage the student in an intake session, followed by one-on-one session, after which they will join the psychoeducational group sessions. Following that particular session, we have another one-on-one session. At this point, there are times where we see the need to invite parents and other family members or those a part of the conflict that probably led to the student being referred to us in the first place. After that second one-on-one session, we oftentimes do a post-assessment that will help us to put together our release letter. Now, at the time that we'd be putting together this release letter, of course, there may be an opportunity to refer to another external agency, for example, Child Guidance Clinic. Apart from that, however, we will engage in follow-up sessions with the students.
After 15 years of successful operation, the doors of opportunities that the program has opened to children who are at risk of suspension or those who have been suspended has certainly been something to talk about.
Students are a bit reluctant at times on their first day, especially because they never really see the need for them to be here, as the stigma attached to the program is that, bad picnic, come this side and all of that. But after they understand the program, it's explained to them and what they'll achieve here, they never want to leave at the end.
And that certainly sounds accurate, especially as it aligns with the testimonies of Nicholas Golding and Shamar Steele, now reformed thanks to the program.
My principal introduced me to the program. Well, I was introduced to the program because of some late going to school and some trouble that I was given at school. So I was placed here to get around certain edges that need to be dealt with.
I got into a fight with one of my classmates, then get suspended. And the principal ended up sending me on our program, learn to control my anger, and how to avoid a certain bad situation.
Well, it helped in a majority of ways because it helps me to counteract with others on a better level, how to deal with disputes that involve being under control and how to react to certain people and how to walk away from certain things that is unnecessary. Some of the things that they use to help me is one-on-one, sitting down with me, helping me to go through certain emotional problems and how to deal with certain problems.
They teach me how to control my anger and teach me effective techniques, how to manage my anger, like walk away and take a deep breath, or just think about something different and relax my muscle, and how to resolve conflict between me and my peer or someone else. Since I've been through so much and I end up start doing movie based on my situation, I movie them, I write them on things that I learn. All of these positive changes is really because I was in the program. I would encourage other person in a similar situation to join the program because they can learn how to control their anger, avoid certain bad situation, put themselves in any trouble, and learn to resolve conflict between them and their parents or their peer or family members.
I would encourage others to be a part of the program because this program helps you in a lot of ways, emotionally, physically, all type of ways that you think that many others, you cannot talk to them about certain things, but these people give an ear to your problem.
We have some marvelous response. We have such life-changing opportunity for them. This is their second chance program. We've had moments where students, literally, we are still mommy, daddy, uncles, and aunties for many, even years after exiting the program. Imagine that. They'll still come back wanting to give their time to other students in terms of mentorship. So it's a lifelong relationship that we build with them, which I think speaks to the impact of the program on these beneficiaries.
The Dispute Resolution Foundation's School Suspension Intervention Program is not just about the students. Parents also take center stage. We met with a father who shared his journey.
We don't get a lot of people who are our students who are not satisfied. Parents, the major issue for parents though is that they wish their children could come back to the program after their suspension period has ended.
For some parents, they too bear the burden of a child often caught in the unfortunate situation of school suspension. But those who've opted to make use of the Dispute Resolution Foundation's School Suspension Intervention Program have seen some incredible responses. Take, for example, Garfield here.
My name is Garfield Warner. My daughter got introduced to the School Suspension Intervention Program. Why sending daughter to school, daughter going out good and thing, and after she's reaching a 9-10 grade to start for a company. Then after that, everything just start go down a different road. You understand? We have to step in as a daddy and make sure it's everything all right with her. So now we get introduced to the program.
God sent. It's a God-sent program. That's what we tend to get from our parents. And they too, whenever they're having any issues at all, it could be with their colleagues, they are calling to access the program. We actually have programs for our parents, such as the parent sensitization, so they too benefit from this service that we offer.
After being a part of the program, the first half she was skylarking. After the program and such, then she stepped up. She left school with a couple of subjects and things. I would encourage other parents to send them children to the program. Things start from a tender age, and all things going right now, everybody smaller is exposed to everything. They come in the movie, come in the songs. They come around the communities. So, that program is a good program.
So, if as a parent or guardian Garfield's story sounds anything like yours, then
feel free to reach out to the Dispute Resolution Foundation. We can provide that listening ear. We will also advise you and make referrals where necessary. Parents, feel free to reach out to us if you feel overwhelmed as well, because we know raising children, we don't get a manual to do that. So it's a bit tedious and we learn as we go. So let us help each other. Feel free to reach out to us and we will do our best to assist you. Parents, if you have children at home and you are noticing any maladaptive behavior, they are not listening to you, they're not talking as much, eating as much, any form of abnormal behavior, and I mean behavior that you don't normally see them with, do not be afraid to reach out to the Dispute Resolution Foundation.
For the School Suspension Intervention Program, the numbers supported are high, the commitment remains steadfast, and the tools are available and always ready to assist, even for parents.
My hope for the program is really, the end goal is to see a peaceful culture. So I want improved communities and improved livelihoods for our students. That is what I hope to see, and I hope that will be impactful for years to come so that this can be achieved in the end. That is the mandate of the Dispute Resolution Foundation. Well, first of all, we have to have a referral. The referral may come from educational institutions. It may also come from, let us say, the family court or CPFSA.
After the referral is made, an intake session is done, followed by a one-on-one session, then a psychoeducational group session, and another one-on-one session. A post-assessment is then conducted to help put together a release letter, with an opportunity to refer students to another external agency where necessary. And then, follow-up sessions are conducted.
This is a program that gives you and your child a second chance. Take us up on this offer.
For further information, visit the Dispute Resolution Foundation's website at www.drfja.org or contact them at 876-906-2456 or 876-908-3657, or you can send them an email at drf@drfja.org.
The following following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
When your turn comes for the vaccine, please take the vaccine. It is absolutely important. For those who have hesitancy and fear, and all of that is legitimate, it's healthy. But I believe we have seen the vaccine at work. We know what the risks are. There are no riskless activities in life. We urge you to participate in the national program and get vaccinated.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Psychosocial help is available to children in state care. Details about how the CPFSA's Smiles Mobile is doing just that comes your way next.
On the outside, it looks like any regular 30-seater coaster bus. Once inside, you quickly realize that there's more that meets the eye. Welcome aboard the CPFSA Smiles Mobile. The Smiles Mobile is a retrofitted 30-seater coaster bus. On board we have 2 confidential counseling areas where both officers sit. We have refrigerator and microwave on board. We have a sink area for the kids to wash their hands. We have filing cabinets where we store our files. The main objective of the Smiles Mobile is to screen those children who fall within the child protection system. And so we carry out our screening and interventions right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Today we've joined the CPFSA Mobile Mental Health Unit at one of their sessions at the Glen Hope Nursery in Kingston to witness how the Smiles Mobile provides a convenient and confidential safe space for these wards of the state.
Welcome. Come on in and have a seat. Today we're going to be doing some coloring. The children love the bus. When we visit the facilities, they're very excited. As you can see, it's very colorful, it's child-friendly, it's air-conditioned, and so it's a lot of comfort for them. And we provide this safe space for them so they can come on and express themselves, and we provide the necessary interventions as well.
All children within the state's care should be screened on an ongoing basis, and so we screen children on an ongoing basis. We have our regular screening where we screen selected facilities based on presenting issues, and we also from time to time have to respond to matters that are current in the news. So say for example a child was affected by crime or violent situations, we will go in and screen and do our interventions. We use several screening tools or instruments. One of our main screening tools from it was established in 2013 have been the Strengths and Difficulties Questionnaires, the SDQ. We also have an internally developed a mental health screening tool, and this is a structured clinical interview that we do with each child. And we have several instruments from time to time to screen for anxiety, depression, and several other mental issues. Our interventions are informed by our screening results. And so from time to time, we may have to have interventions with the staff. We have psychoeducational interventions with staff, to enhance their capacity to deal with the children that we have. And sometimes we have individual interventions with the children on board, of course, and we also have group modality intervention. The Mobile Mental Health Unit currently uses 3 Smiles Mobiles to provide therapeutic services to the 52 government and private childcare facilities across Jamaica. Over the years, they have made progress and are seeing great results.
Well, we have seen a lot of positive results where when we do the screening and we identify the issues and we provide the interventions, we see where it has helped them greatly, where children have gotten better grades in school, there are less issues within the facility in terms of behavioral challenges and mental health issues. So the interventions have been really helpful.
And that's all we have for you today on the CPFSA Smiles Mobile. Our tour of the bus ends here, but its journey continues, bringing smiles and much needed therapeutic support to children in state care.
It's the 11th staging of the JIS Heritage Competition. Students, show your national pride by entering the essay, poster and photo competition. Primary school students, enter the essay competition. Triumphant, proud and free. Use this phrase from the song Jamaica Land of Beauty to explain our nation's heritage and achievements. High school students, design a poster that best portrays the phrase triumphant, proud and free. And university students, capture a photo that depicts the phrase triumphant, proud and free. Submit your entries by October 31. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Triumphant, proud and free, the JIS Heritage Competition 2021.
As we celebrate International Literacy Day, please join in the efforts. Why? Because of the plethora of opportunities it brings. The first one, employment opportunities. Knowing how to read and write are important skills for gaining job opportunities, and literacy will help to advance individuals' socioeconomic status. Number 2, economic growth. Improving the literacy rate of a nation will directly impact the growth in the economy of countries across the world. And the third point is empowerment. Literacy is one of those critical keys to personal empowerment that gives us so much self-worth.
Can't stress this enough. This is a program that gives you and your child a second chance. Take us up on this offer. Sign up by going to our DRF website at www.drfja.org. Sign up and become a part of the program. We are here to support you. This is a listening program. This is a listening program where we're able to engage our students in a safe place, a child-friendly environment. We build trust. We work on self-esteem, peer pressure, conflict resolution, anger management. So whatever maladaptive traits that your child or someone you know may be displaying, this is the place that you can come to for help.
As today's magazine comes to an end, here's a reminder to observe government's guidelines aimed at helping the fight against COVID-19. Today's show provided lots of information, but if you missed anything at all, you can watch it by visiting our YouTube channel. Also, keep up with the JIS by visiting our website and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. From all of us here at the JIS, I'm Theodore Henry. Stay safe. See you soon.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.